Thank you. Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett and I'm the founder and owner of TechFuse Nope, and today we are doing another Android tutorial, and in this one we're going to talk about research and libraries. So as far as this goes, I want to get into something real quick. This is a very important video for those who are newcomers into development and coding and whatever. If you're already into coding, you probably could skip this. And I just want to say this before I do the thing I do talking about the last video, next video. But that's very, very important because 90%, and obviously this is not a correct statement, but 90% of what you'll be doing on a coder, a programmer, depending on which one you want to be called, is research. In fact, networking the same way is research, security, so ethical hacking, research. It is a huge part of your job, and you need to know how to research things, especially things on Google, Bing, whatever search engine you use. I don't care. But the fact of the matter is you need to be comfortable with using search engines because you're going to be using them a lot. So with this one in mind, let's do the thing and say, if you haven't seen the previous videos, then check out a card towards the top. And if you want to skip ahead, again, if you are already in coding, you know this stuff that I'm going to talk about. So there's no reason for you to sit through this. But if you hadn't seen this, or if you're new to coding, then I suggest sticking around. Otherwise, go to the card to the top and that should take you to the next video. If that card isn't there, then that video is probably not out. Keep in mind these videos come out once or twice a week, depending on my schedule. So as far as that goes, let's jump into there. So HTTP libraries. The libraries dealing with Android is fine, and stuff that comes from Google tends to be fine. But a lot of things can be painful, and there's a lot of third-party stuff out there. A lot of, in fact, I can name about at least 40 or 50 things just off the top of my head after playing with Android stuff for several years now. I can tell you that there's a ton of libraries, third-party libraries out there, because there's a huge section, a few sections actually, out of Android that is painful to deal with. So HTTP is one of them. Now, without going into all the stuff, one way to figure it out is, if you're not familiar with the whatever you're dealing with, in this case we're dealing with internet, so it's HTTP. If you're not familiar with this, dealing with Android, one of the best places to look is the developer's website for Android. And what you're going to find is there's a lot of things out there that is 2011, 2012, so around that time frame. And that's could be a huge problem because it's old and things can be updated fairly quickly. So that's a big thing to keep in mind. Now, as far as that goes, the best way to search for something like this is know what you want to search for. Just put Android HTTP library and or whatever you want for the library, and there you go. Now, instead of taking the first one that comes up, what you need to do is, first off, look at the dates. On some of these, you're going to see dates. Look at that, and I'll tell you when it's last updated. Some search engines have this. Google has it. Now, with this, say for example, like right here, 2013, that's not good for me, and I need something newer. And that's a big thing to keep in mind. Now, if you're not sure about something, the best way to do it is to do a versus. So let's copy this first one right here, put it in here, do a verse, and if you do a verse, you can see that retrofits, Volley, and OK HTTP is competitors. So let's check out them. I got this one, OK HTTP, and the biggest thing to keep in mind is where's the information? Is it on GitHub or some other place? If it's on GitHub, it's easier to see, it's easier to find all the stuff, and it's open source. Now, is it safe for you to use? Okay, it's open source, but can you legally use it? What you need to do is go all the way down to a lot of these. It's going to be on different places, but you're looking for the license. And the license will tell you it's okay to use based on yada yada yada. It's okay to use at any time. It's okay to use only for personal use, but not business, so you can't make money on it. It's okay to use whatever for entertainment, but not for educational. That's just a few examples which you might run across. Obviously, the last one's the less of a chance, but still, it should get the idea. And just check out the licenses and go through it. So you're going to need to know a little contract law, not like a huge amount, just a little bit to see. Okay, is it okay for business use? Is there any legal liability on me if I use it for business use? And if it says no, then use it. And that's how you can actually figure out which library to go with. Now, what is the chances of them going after you if you did use a product that, say, is personal use only, business has to pay excess amount? Well, the chances of them going after you, it depends on the company, how successful your stuff is, and if it gets out that you're actually making money based on something that you should have paid for. And you can have them to pay quite dearly for it. I'm not going to get into all the ins and outs with that, but it can get very nasty very quick. The more money you make, the more of a chance they're going to get hit with it. So that's a huge thing to keep in mind. And even if you don't make any money, like you make $1, you can be legally liable for paying them a whole huge amount based on whatever they choose to sue you for, because you have to pay for their lawyers and all the other stupid crap. So that's a big thing to keep in mind, is look at the licenses, do your research, and it could be a grog, but it will save you a lot of money at the end. It'll save you and your company a lot of money at the end. And yeah. But anyways, as far as that goes, we're going to be looking into this a little bit more. But as far as that goes, if you got any questions or anything else, then let me know in the comment section, and I'll try to answer as quickly as possible. Also, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and share. And I'll check you out in the next video. I hope you have a great day.